All right, so nice big child's pose. You can open up the knees. Draw the hips back. Relax the arms into whatever position feels best. Maybe you're bringing them in a little bit, or you're stretching them out more. And just gently rest that forehead. And just start to settle in to your breath in an effort to prepare you for this flow, but also to just let go of the rest of the day up to this point, sort of reset our energy physically, mentally, and just give ourselves this time and space. We're going to start to take a little inventory of the different parts of your body while you're here, while we finish this up. Just kind of note to yourself what needs a little bit of attention today. And try to give that area some attention, whether we do through the workout or we don't, which I think we probably will touch every area through the movement. Just be sure to send some extra time or energy into those particular spots. So if you choose, go ahead and maybe set an intention for yourself for this practice, this time, and perhaps even for the rest of the week. And as you're doing that, let's rise up and out, coming in to tabletop, spreading the fingers out, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Start to move the feet a little bit. And then settle the tops of the feet down on the mat. And then from there, your chin is pointing towards your mat a little, not exaggerated, but it is. And then I want you to just do some chin tucks here. So pulling the chin in a little bit, feeling the neck lengthen, and then releasing it out. Get back to that neutral position, and now just kind of looking towards the left, maybe a little over the shoulder, and then towards the right. forcing anything, just kind of getting things loosened up and enlivened for the rest of the practice. And then just bringing it back to center. I want you to curl your toes under and draw your hips back towards your heels a little bit, feeling a nice stretch on the bottom of the feet. Just kind of pause there. Great way to keep the soles of the feet happy, preventing any of that plantar fasciitis, nagging pain. You really want to stay ahead of the chance of that at any time. And then let's bring it back forward, relaxing the feet again and taking it into a bird dog now. So arm, palm reaches or palm faces in as we lengthen that arm and opposite leg. Just feel that nice long stretch up the arm into the shoulder, across the shoulder to the glute and down the leg. Abs gently engaged. Just feeling strong, stable, and able as we work through this time together in a way that best suits our body. So let's do a couple more on each side. And then from there, let's curl the toes under, lift ourselves up and come into a forward fold. Lifting the hips towards the sky, letting the head hang. If you're not quite touching the ground, maybe bringing your hands to your legs. Gently nod the head again, side to side, up and down. And then gently walk the hands up the front of the legs, coming to a standing position. And then let's bring the arms overhead, interlock the fingers together with the pointer fingers up towards the ceiling, and just do these nice little half moon reps here. Looking good. Shoulders relaxed. The arms are kind of hugging in towards the ears. Hips are steady. And then bring it back to the center and come to the top of your mat if you're not there. So the top being, you've got some mat behind you. And just finding mountain pose, taking a moment there. So let's start with the toes. Spread the toes out on your mat as much as you can. And have a little space between your feet. Just feeling really grounded down. Drawing your knees up towards your hips. Relaxing the pelvis, zipping up through the abs and just drawing the shoulders back and a little bit down. And just let the arms rest at the side, perhaps the palms are facing forward. Head lined up. Right over Those clavicles, ears kind of dropping right into the center of the shoulder area. And then let's go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and forward fold. Bring the hands to prayer as you fold. Inhale, lengthen the back, lengthen the spine, draw the shoulders away from the ears. These first few are good and slow. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you step back and come down into tabletop. Exhale as you bring the hips back into a child's pose. Inhale as you come back to tabletop. And exhale, curl the toes and lift up and back to downward dog. Let's pause here and breathe a little bit. Shoulders away from the ears, the arms are strong, but you shouldn't feel a lot of negative tension in the wrists here if you really have your hips up and back. Pedal the feet out a little bit if you need a little more stretch in the calves. And then on the next inhale, just kind of creep forward, maybe crossing the feet, walking up your mat, coming back into that flat back. And then exhale, let it go and fold. Inhale, rise up, reach back, little baby back bend. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, draw the hands up the shins or thighs, getting your back nice and straight. Exhale and fold. Breathe in as you step back, coming to tabletop. Breathe out into child's pose. Breathe in back to tabletop. Breathe out to downward dog. Take a couple cycles here. And then on the next inhale, walk yourself forward. Love a little crisscross motion as we come up. Flat back. And fold. Inhale, rise. Little baby back bend. And exhale, fold. Moving into the traditional Sunday now. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flatten the back. Exhale and fold. Take a long leg back and the other one coming into high plank. And then from there, you're going to exhale and lower. Maybe you're coming all the way to the floor for baby cobra, or maybe you're inhaling coming through to upward dog, whatever feels best for your body. And then exhale, lift back to downward dog. Breathe. You want to do whatever is going to help you get stronger and better, not what's going to defeat you. So let's go ahead and take a step forward. And then step the other foot forward. This is a good place to use those blocks if it's hard to get the foot all the way through. Lengthen the spine as you breathe in. And then fold. Inhale, rise. Reach back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flatten the back, lengthen the energy, up and down the spine, and then exhale, fold. Step, walk, or hop back to high plank, whatever you're feeling at this point, and then take that flow as it works best for your body. Knees down, cobra, baby cobra, or inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stay connected to your core, to all of those abdominal, pelvic, bandhas as you breathe in and breathe out, feeling strong and stable. Go ahead and step, walk, or hop forward. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale and fold. Step, walk, or hop back to high plank. And then flow. We'll meet in downward dog. Awesome. Nice and strong, you guys. Great job. Lean into your body in the best ways possible. Breathe here in downward dog. Lift and engage. On the next inhale, float forward, however suits you. Lengthen the spine. And hold. Inhale, rise and reach. We can do a couple more here. Exhale and fold. Breathe in as you lengthen. Breathe out as you fold. Step, walk, or hop back, high plank again. This alignment, shoulders over elbows over wrists, and then lower yourself down. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. And settle in and breathe. At any time you need to take a break, give yourself that time. You want to just muscle through this and risk injury. You want to do what works best for you. Again, what is going to make you stronger, more powerful? On that next breath, step, walk, or hop. Flat back. And hold. All right, last one coming up. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale and fold. Of course, you know what that means. Then we just add more to it. We're going to continue with these positions. Inhale, flat back, but with more layers. And then fold. Step, walk, or hop. Exhale and lower. Inhale through. Exhale up and back. Float forward. Flat back. And fold. From here, you're going to bring your hips back, bring your arms up, coming into chair pose. Sit back, with the feet engaged, and fold. Step or hop back to high plank, and then flow. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Cobra or baby cobra, always appropriate. Bend the legs, step one foot through, back foot heel to ground. Front foot flat and straight, rise up to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Strong lunge, strong back leg. And then windmill those arms around, coming back to that lunge, step it back, and flow. Up dog, to down dog. Step the other foot forward. Heel to ground on the back. Rise up, warrior one on the other side. Exhale, open to warrior two. And then bring it right around. Step it back. And flow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lift. Breathe. Floating forward. Flat back. And fold. Rise all the way up this time. Exhale to the center. Inhale, sit the hips back, lift the arms. Maybe they're just coming out at your chest level. That's fine. Whatever works for your body. Exhale and fold. Step or hop back. And flow. Lift through. Lift up and back. Step one foot through. Turn the back foot out. And come up into warrior one. Put muscle to bones. Exhale, open to warrior two. Cartwheel those arms around. Step back to plank. Flow again. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Step the other leg through. Hips are square forward as we rise up to warrior one. Diagonal as we drop into warrior two. Front arm over the front leg. Cartwheel those arms right around. Step it back. And flow. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. On the next breath in, float forward, however works for you. Flat back. And hold. Inhale, rise and reach. Little baby back bend here, warming us up for camel pose later. Exhale to the center. Inhale, sitting back into chair pose. Reach, reach, reach up and back with those arms. See if you can get them near your ears. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Step, walk, or hop back to that gorgeous long high plank. And then flow. Meeting in downward dog. This is our last one here, sort of. It's not nice of me to say that, right? Sort of. What does she mean by sort of? Step through, coming in to warrior one. There's always that last flow that we do to get down to the floor towards the end of the practice. Open into warrior two, nice, long and strong in the front and back. Spin those arms around, bring the hands to the floor, step back and flow. Downward dog, step the other leg through. Warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Bring it around, step it back, and flow. And breathe. On the next inhale, float forward. Flat back. And hold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, come right to the center. All right. So half dancer and dancer today. So if you need, like I said, your foam roller to just provide a little bit of assistance here, by all means, grab it. Great time to get a little drink. So you want to take one hand now, palm facing up, bring it out to the side, and then bring your foot back and see if you can hold your foot from the inside on the arch of the foot with your hand. Zip up those abs and then take the free arm and just reach it up to the sky. Just honor whatever comes with you. So it's same hand to foot. So if your right hand is out, it's the right foot that you're grabbing. If it doesn't work for you to do it that way, then just hold the outside of the foot the way you're used to for a quad stretch, for a standing quad stretch. Lengthen up. And gently release. So bring the other hand out now, palm facing up, just like you're holding a tray of glasses, like you're a server. And then bring the other foot up and see if you can grab it from the inside. So that's externally rotating that shoulder out. Give you a little more room to play with here. Bring the free arm up over the head. Engage that midsection. And then gently release. So this time you have the option to do that same exact thing again, or go a little bit further. So back to the original arm, palm out, palm up. Bring that foot up to meet it. Bring the arm up, and then press the foot into the hand as you sort of dive forward, lifting up as you're pressing foot to hand. Hugging muscles to bone, keeping the pelvis in line, strong and stable, belly button to spine. Keep lifting. Awesome. And gently release. Good work. Right over to the other side. Palm out. Bring the foot up. Grab it. Lift the arm. And then push back. Lift up. Reach forward. Squeeze in. You want to try and keep that knee in. You want to hug the pelvis in, not letting it sway out, open up, become unstable. Little bend in the standing leg, just a little bit further, and gently release. Amazing. All right. So just as we do with our balancing half moon, we're just gonna go for it so we don't overthink it a little bit, okay? So I want you to step back on your mat a little bit. You're gonna bring your arms out to the side. You're gonna step one foot forward. Open, sort of forward, with one arm coming up, one arm going down, and you lift. Think about opening and stacking the hips and shoulders. Yoga blocks are good here, or maybe just your foam roller, depending on where you're at. Lengthen. Nice, you guys, awesome. And release. Step back, take a moment. And then let's go to the other side. So bring the other foot forward, bring it down, open the arms, open in the other direction. Balancing half moon. Stacked, shoulder stacked. Fix your gaze and just give yourself grace if it feels wobbly or if you're falling out of it. Do this. And then Gently release. Good work. All right, so let's go ahead and do it one more time. So take that step forward. It's not super fast the way we would do warrior 3. Then we open and lengthen. And acknowledge your improvement over the series of months that we periodically bring this pose into our practice. Lengthen, embrace, feel your strength, feel your power, and then release. You might notice that one side feels a little stronger, a little more stable. I know I do. And if you're nice and even on both, that's even better. So let's go ahead one more time on that second side. Lengthen, lift, reach, engage, all of the important things. Feel your whole body working together, supporting you. And release. Awesome work, you guys. All right, back to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale as you step back, just come down to tabletop. Exhale back to child's pose and just take a moment here. All right, so let's rise up into a nice kneeling position, starting with hips at your heels, and then coming up onto both knees. Preparing ourselves for camel pose. You're going to bring your hands to your low back, fingers facing down. So pinkies are in towards the midline, thumbs are at the outside near your hips. Let's just start here. So from there, I want you to think about lengthening up through the front of your body, drawing your shoulders down and your elbows back a little bit, and just look up. Notice how this feels here. This is a back bend, believe it or not. So see if you can open your heart just a little bit more, lengthening your tailbone, going a little bit further. Got a little more space, reach your hand for your heel. And maybe one arm is reaching for the sky, or maybe both arms are coming to the heels. Keep expanding forward. Pull the hips forward. Open the heart, open the chest. Squeeze the glutes. And then bring the other arm up first. Following with the second arm, and then sitting back down onto your heels. Acknowledging yourself for whatever variation you had there. All right, let's rise back up and do it again. Whatever works. So let's bring those hands back, open the front, kind of lengthen, find what feels best for you. Awesome. Feel that energy. It's radiating. Feel that heart opening. And then carefully come out of it, walking your hands to low back if you want, and then release. All right, hips back to heels, hands come to your heels as well. So thumbs on the outside of your heels towards your ankle bone. You're going to round forward, so tuck chin towards chest, And then roll yourself down, like you're curling into a ball here, trying to bring the crown of your head at the mat and your forehead in towards your knees. Perhaps this is where it is for you today, and that's fine. This is rabbit pose. If you've got a little bit more space, engage the abs. If you have a lot of persistent heartburn, I would just stay where you're at or come into child's pose. Otherwise, you can rise up through your hips a little bit, holding on to your heels. Abs tight. Feel that stretch down your back. And release. Gently rise up a little bit. Take a pause. Woo. All right, one more time. Let's bring the hands back. Rolling forward. You start to cup your heels, but the thumbs are on the outside near your ankle bone. And then lift. Or not. Just stay where you're at without lifting if you want. Tighten the core. Engage those ondas. And release. Whoa. All right, so good. All right, let's slowly make your way into a lying position. And once you're there, lengthen head, lengthen neck. Let's go ahead and bring one leg up and in. Hold just below the kneecap or underneath the leg. Draw the leg out and away a little, and then up towards the outside of the rib cage. Engage the abs and just relax here. Single knee to chest. Let's go ahead and send that leg away. And bring the other one in. Draw it out a little and then draw it up. Magnificent, exquisite work. And then gently release. Finding your way to Shavasana with the most support and comfort to your body as possible. So if you need to put anything behind your knees, put a little extra support, maybe under your ankles. Whatever helps you just completely release and restore your body with the rest of the time you have left. Continue to take this time for yourself, like any thoughts or emotions that seep in, try to float by like clouds in the sky. So start to bring a little bit of movement to the body, in your hands and your feet. Just gently bringing your awareness back into your space. And doing what feels best for you in this moment. Maybe that's a big long stretch, or maybe that's hugging knees to chest and just rocking a little bit. From there, we can turn on to one side. Just take one more moment before we enter back into the week, into the world. And then when you're ready, you can bring yourself back up to seated position. Let's bring our hands in that heart center. And just take a moment to acknowledge yourself for all of that. Such good work. I'm gonna just crank it up one little notch for next week too. So make sure you prepare for that next week, just a little more than we did today. Let's rise our hands up to that third eye. And namaste to all of you. Excellent, excellent job, you guys. So good. Oops, I could see the buttons.
Thank you, Christy. That was great.
Can't find the stop button, but I'll figure that out. So when I'm done, Sabrina is going to teach, and she is right on the cusp of